Okay, welcome back to the channel. Had a couple people ask me about uh, building a sandbox, a test server on your own PC for testing purposes. If you want to get into dev work, uh, if you want to learn how to make cars or set up a server, scripts, whatever, for whatever reason you might want. Okay, so we're going to start off. Um, let's go. First thing you're going to need is XAMPP. Uh, uh, a database development tool. Okay, and you want to click on the newest version right here, 8.2.0 as of this date for Windows. Okay, just click on this, download. Um, should start. There it goes. Downloads. Well, my internet running like crap today. It's funny. 500 meg speed download. And yep. Yay, breeze line. Okay. Anyway, uh, once that's once that's fully downloaded, just click on the exe and it'll run you through the setup process. I'm not going to do that because I already have it, but once you set it up, you'll have it here. Um, what you need to do to beginning, yes, I want to stop that. I have these both set up as services. That's why it's coming up like this. Um, when you first open it up, it'll look like this, and you just want to start both of these. Windows UI, or what do you call it? User interface, user security thing. And, and, and if you get prompted for that, just hit yes, let it go. Both of these will turn green when they're started. Okay. What you'll need to do at some point, but you know what? We're just going to let that sit there for right now. Okay, next thing you're going to need is we can go ahead and close this. To begin, you're going to need Fivem, what they call server artifacts. These are all the base game files. And as of today, bring this back over here. ESX, we want TxAdmin. We need the most current. I know they're in here somewhere. The most current version. But here. I was just in here. I think it was. There we go. Recommended version 6185. As of today's date, so you get on this list. 6185. There are newer versions. 6185 will give you is the latest stable version that will give you the most updated version of TxAdmin as well. These ones up here, these are all works in progress. You kind of like one of those use them at your own risk things. If you download 6185 and encounter any issues, you can always go back. You can start off anywhere from 5848 up to 6185, but I always go with the latest recommended in their Discord. So download that and show on folder. This. What I do, get rid of this. You need WinRAR or another unzipping tool. WinRAR, you can just download the free version and you just got to deal with that little pop-up show up every time you open it. No big deal. this here, and what you need to do, easiest possible way, less confusing for everything, and organization is key in this thing, um, is go into your C drive, create a new folder, and here it really doesn't matter what you call it. Okay, just so you know where it's going to be. And you go into this folder and you create another folder here, call it server. Boom. Okay, and you open this up, and it's nothing in it. This is where you go back into the server artifacts that you just downloaded. Highlight everything. This, you don't need it. I mean, it's not going to go anyway, so it doesn't matter. And just drag everything over from there. Okay, so now everything that you downloaded here is now over here. So you can close this and don't need it. From that point on, look for the fxserver.exe and double click that. It's going to start up here. You're going to see the Windows firewall. You need to allow access to this. Okay. Um, and it's going to ask you to link your account. This is for your CFX account. Okay. So if you don't have one, you need to go to cfx.re and set yourself up a free account there. Mine's already set to this. And what you do is type in a password here, back up in case CFX or TxAdmin's authentication fails for whatever reason. Check the box you agree, otherwise you're not going anywhere. You can just go drink coffee or whatever. Okay. Get that. Okay. Let's see. You have it's just telling you it's going to bring up a default profile unless you create separate profiles at CFX. Go to next. Change me. This is going to be the name of your server. 23 test. Like I said, doesn't matter what you name it. It's on you. This is going to be a test server anyway. But you can name this anything you want. Next, popular recipes. Certain dev teams will put out a specific build and sell those builds, and they'll sell them off as a recipe. Here, if that's the case, you get the address, the web address of it's a YAML file. You just enter in that address there. But for this, let's see. Let me start over. And log in. Again, let's go back. I think I went back too much. Wrong password. Get the fuck out of here. I just did it. Okay. Out of that again. So back to where we're at. Back to next. Next. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to go for popular recipes. From here, CFX default, you won't have, this is the very minimum requirements to launch a Fivem server and to be able to fly into the city. Whether you're running LSPDFR, strictly a 5PD server, this is perfect. Okay, because there's nothing else running that might get in the way. You have a QB Core framework, ESX framework. Zap hosting, I never recommend doing this just because I'm familiar with Zap hosting. Their game hosting packages are anyway. For today's purposes, we're going to go with an ES Legacy this is just going to tell you, or this is just telling you where uh, the path is. Okay, you can change it. I recommend leaving it alone, just less confusion. Okay, save and save. We're almost there. Run recipe deployer. Okay, and here, this is just gonna tell you what's gonna happen once you click next. Okay, it's gonna go download Bob IPL. That gives you like certain building interiors throughout the city, whatever. Okay, just hit next. License key. Okay, this you need. You go to keymaster.fivem.net recipe. Let it go through and do its thing. To let you know ahead of time, this is ESX 1.9.0, the most current thing as of the date. This window that just popped up is just, again, telling you where your resources are going to be located. Okay, and that path, you can minimize that, get it out the way. Hit next. This is your server config page. For the most part, you can leave just about everything alone. Your server ports, which you don't need to change unless you're running two servers at the same time, but that's a whole other video. Um, your host name, okay. This is just how it's going to be, how it would be listed in uh, um, what do you call it? Fivem server browser. This is where the database, the new database that it just created. Max clients changes it. I think it's 10 or below. This way you can use things like things that are normally blocked by Fivem's Patreon thing, like stream and close, the EUP stuff. You know, that's the biggest thing. Again, that's, and change this test server. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. This will have your admins. Okay, and it'll tell you what's going to be started, and we'll get back to this later. Save and run server. That's it. You're going to see errors pop up, and they do. Okay. Let's see. First thing, ESX HUD server main. Field tag name, that's a version check. I've already looked into this. It still works. It's just one of the bugs that, I don't know, ESX guys, the dev team still has to figure out. They need to update that. ES example is to import. The ESX has changed up the way it gets player data. Okay, so this just adds the import function, even though it says don't run it in a live environment, but we're not running it in a live environment, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll let it go down and do its thing. When you get these yarn warnings, just after everything's done and you see loaded resource chat, that's going to be the last thing that fires up. Restart it. So now we're good. And basically, you now have a test server. Going back to XAMPP, get out the way here. Bring this up. Okay. If you want to make any changes or see what's up with your database, if you go to the MySQL and go to admin, okay, it will be one of these. No, I'm just kidding. Let me, this is where you go back to your server config. Um, look through the last couple of letters or numbers or whatever characters that you'll be able to remember. DE3 question mark. Okay. Where'd I go? DE3. This one. Okay. So this is the new database that it just created. Um, from here, you got users table. Okay. If you need to import any scripts, um, two ways to do it. This is completely off topic here. Um, you can either go from here, import, search, find your whatever the SQL file is, and import it that way. All right. Anyway, but like I said, this is all your new database here. From there, that's pretty much it. Aside from that, is on your Sandbox. I probably shouldn't have fired it up that way because I didn't show you how to set that up. Oh, great. Now my Fivem, there it goes. Fivem needs to restart. That's only because the original, it's loading with the original game version, which is 1604. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. Fine. Go away. I don't care. Exit the desktop. Let me do something. Show you something else here real quick. If you go to settings, FX starter, let's see, where did I put that? I need to find that line of coding. Copy this. The newest game build is 26.99, I believe. Right here, additional arguments. You can update, make sure everybody's on the same client version. Okay. Save it. Live console. Restart. This error here is Fivem server browser. Like I said, there's going to be errors, but this being a test server doesn't really matter. Except for this one might. I have no idea what the hell that means. I'll have to go in there and locales TR. I don't know what TR is and why it's even going to TR. So I'm sure. Let's see. We're back up good, right? Everything's set up. Yep. All right, so launch your Fivem. Let's do it the right way. Okay. Connect to, this will be your desktop right here. Boom. Wherever your home hosted server is. ESX with their fancy loading screen. Actually, like it. That's it.